Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. We have an update on Cardano, and we all know that Cardano, since its let's say Sunday swap launch and major apps launch, has been having a little bit of trouble with congestion because their block size is too small, and increasing it by 10% didn't really help it all that much. Well, now they're going to make changes much faster, and hopefully this actually goes through, because we know that Cardano does take a long time to update stuff, doing everything the right way and the academic review way, but that may not be the best way for the needs of business. So basically, in a Twitter update, a Cardano developer and IOHK's communications director, they seem to be working on a proposal to speed up the updates to its smart contract platform, Plutus. And I really hope this actually does go through, because they need to update more often, and they do need to update faster to fix some of these congestion issues and other things on Cardano. I've been hearing that June is the next magic date to actually fix all this stuff, but we really don't want to wait until June. That's 4 months away. And the thing is, if you were in a vacuum and there were no other options for mainnets besides Cardano, like if this was Ethereum 3-4 years ago, it may not matter all that much because people don't have any other choice. But at this point, people do have other choices, and once you lose them, it's very hard to get them back. And Cardano has lost a project to Ethereum, well, actually to Scale, which is, I think, layer 2 on Ethereum, because they couldn't find any Haskell developers. Now, there's not much Cardano can do about that, because Cardano is actually built on Haskell, and there's just a dearth of Haskell developers. That's going to take a while to fix. But if you start losing people because your network is continuing to be congested, that's actually a pretty big problem in my book. So there's a proposal to actually speed up initiatives on Plutus, so they can actually fix things faster. So Plutus core changes can be organized with CIPs, that's Cardano Improvement Proposals. It's all coming together. This proposal by M. Peyton Jones defines a process for anyone to propose changes to Plutus with a clear path to acceptance and implementation. Open to discussion, jump in. I really hope this goes through. I think them being able to react faster to issues is actually going to be a big positive for Cardano. Now, on the good side for Cardano, there hasn't been any hacks or breaches in Cardano security, and that's probably thanks to Haskell as well, because Haskell, is being a functional based language, is actually going to be superior in terms of security. But not that many people. The downside is obviously not many people have to know how to program in Haskell. The CIP, it's dubbed CIP 35, and it proposes a simpler and shorter process for making CIP proposals to change Plutus core or its interface to the ledger. So cool. The idea around the proposal is to have more specific and clear structure around Plutus updates and the libraries it depends on. It hopes to work on the degree of bureaucracy this adds, in reducing a lengthy and complex process. I do hope this goes through. Any kind of like things that make Cardano more efficient, improvement more efficient, would actually be really good. Basically, like, Cardano has a reputation of being slow and steady, which has drawn significant criticism. And even with slow and steady, you can see once they launched in the real world, problems do abound. And, it's not only that the network is actually congested, there have been other problems as well. So you really can't test everything perfectly before you actually launch the actual project. But I really do hope this actually goes through. I think like slow and steady is fine, but slightly faster and steady is even better. I think most people will actually agree with that. And in a marketplace where you're competing with several different platforms, if you don't grab the platform, someone else will, and getting them back is going to be very, very difficult. So because there are actually several platforms out there that do offer like decent speed and transactions and offer smart contracts, you do actually need to make yourself competitive. And having updates take a very long time is kind of like counteractive to that. I really hope they fix this congestion problem before June, because I do think they are going to lose projects if this congestion system actually lasts. Investors who demand immediate results, those are like too short-sighted. But I think they should be able to demand results that actually come to in a decent amount of time, or in a acceptable amount of time. An acceptable amount of time is not like on the yearly scale. It's probably on the monthly scale, if not on the weekly scale. But obviously this won't immediately affect price, but I do think this will be a very, very good CIP in the future, and it definitely should be implemented because I think it will help Cardano's response time and ecosystem in the future. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.